If you're over 60 and you've ever lain in bed exhausted, eyes closed, desperate for sleep, only to feel that strange crawling, pulling, itching, or aching sensation deep in your legs that forces you to move them again and again, then you need to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say, because what you think is just part of getting older is not normal. It's not something you have to live with. And tonight, before you go to bed, there is one simple drink you can make that may calm your nervous system, relax your muscles, and finally allow your legs to rest so you can sleep. And the reason this works has everything to do with deficiencies, circulation, and nighttime nerve signaling that almost no one explains properly, especially to seniors. Restless legs after 60 is one of the most underdiagnosed, misunderstood, and silently frustrating conditions I see, and yet the solution often starts with something incredibly simple that you can do in your own kitchen. Now, before we talk about that drink, we need to understand what's really happening in your body, because when you understand the why, everything else suddenly makes sense, and you'll stop blaming yourself, your mattress, or your age. Restless Legs Syndrome, or what many people just call restless legs, is not a muscle problem at its core. It's a nerve and signaling problem that becomes more common as we age because of changes in mineral absorption, circulation, dopamine activity in the brain, and even blood sugar stability at night. After 60, the digestive system doesn't absorb nutrients the way it used to. Even if you're eating what you think is a healthy diet, stomach acid tends to be lower, the gut lining may be less efficient, and medications that many seniors take, such as acid reducers, diuretics, or certain blood pressure drugs, can quietly deplete critical minerals. One of the biggest culprits behind restless legs is low magnesium. Magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation and nerve calm. Without enough of it, muscles remain slightly contracted, nerves misfire, and the brain struggles to shut down that urge to move signal. The reason restless legs almost always shows up at night is because magnesium levels naturally drop in the evening. Cortisol should be falling, and the body is shifting into repair mode. If magnesium is already low, that nighttime drop can push you over the edge. Another key factor is iron, not just for oxygen, but for dopamine production. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that helps regulate movement and calm repetitive motor urges. Low iron stores, even if you're not technically anemic, can disrupt dopamine signaling and trigger that irresistible need to move your legs. This is why many people say the sensation isn't exactly pain, but more like an internal agitation they can't ignore. Add to that reduced circulation in the lower legs, which becomes more common with age due to stiffening blood vessels and less physical activity, and you have the perfect storm. Blood pools, nerves become irritated, and the sensation intensifies as soon as you lie still. Now here's where the drink comes in, and why it's so powerful when used correctly. The drink I'm talking about is a warm magnesium, rich bedtime tonic made with magnesium powder or flakes, warm water, and a small amount of natural calming support like tart cherry juice or glycine. This isn't some trendy internet gimmick. It works because it addresses multiple root causes at the same time. It replenishes magnesium, supports muscle relaxation, stabilizes nerve firing, gently supports melatonin production, and improves circulation. Warmth itself increases blood flow, which helps flush out irritating metabolic waste in the muscles and nerves. Magnesium absorbed through the digestive tract at night is more likely to be used for relaxation rather than daytime energy production. Tart cherry juice contains natural melatonin and anthocyanins that reduce inflammation and support sleep cycles. Glycine, an amino acid often found in collagen or taken as a powder, has been shown to calm the nervous system and improve sleep quality by lowering core body temperature slightly, which signals the brain that it's time to sleep. When you combine these elements into one simple drink, you create a signal to your body that says it's safe to rest. Let's talk about how to make this drink properly, because timing and dosage matter. About 30 to 60 minutes before bed, heat a cup of water until it's warm but not boiling. Add a high-quality magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate powder, usually around 200 to 400 milligrams, depending on what your healthcare provider has said is safe for you. Magnesium glycinate is often preferred for seniors because it's gentler on the stomach and less likely to cause loose stools. Stir it well until fully dissolved. Then add 1 to 2 tablespoons of tart cherry juice, not from concentrate with added sugar, but a pure or minimally processed version, if possible. If you don't tolerate cherry juice or have blood sugar concerns, you can skip it and still get benefits from the magnesium alone. Optionally, add a teaspoon of glycine powder or collagen peptides, which contain glycine naturally. Drink it slowly, not rushed, and take a few moments to breathe deeply as you drink it. This ritual itself is part of the solution, because it shifts your nervous system out of fight or flight and into rest and digest. Now, I want to be very clear about what this drink is not. It is not a cure, all-overnight miracle for every case of restless legs, and it does not replace medical evaluation if your symptoms are severe or worsening. But for a huge number of people over 60, this simple practice dramatically reduces symptoms within days, and sometimes even the first night, because it corrects a deficiency that has been quietly building for years. What's equally important is what you should avoid in the evening if you want this drink to work. Caffeine, even earlier in the day, can worsen restless legs because it stimulates the nervous system and depletes magnesium. Many seniors are surprised to learn that chocolate, tea, and some medications contain caffeine or stimulants. Alcohol may feel relaxing at first, but it fragments sleep and increases nighttime nerve activity, often making restless legs worse after the initial sedative effect wears off. High sugar snacks before bed cause blood sugar spikes and crashes that trigger adrenaline release, which can intensify leg sensations. Dehydration also plays a role, because electrolyte imbalances irritate nerves, so sipping water throughout the day is essential. Another overlooked factor is posture and movement during the day. Sitting for long periods, especially with poor circulation, allows blood to pool in the legs. Gentle walking, calf raises, ankle circles, and light stretching during the day improve blood flow and reduce nighttime symptoms. Compression socks can help some people, but they should be properly fitted and not worn too tightly at night, unless advised by a professional. Warm baths with Epsom salts before bed can further boost magnesium levels through the skin and relax muscles, making the bedtime drink even more effective. Let's also talk about medications, because many seniors are on prescriptions that can worsen restless legs without anyone connecting the dots. Certain antidepressants, antihistamines, and nausea medications interfere with dopamine signaling. Some blood pressure medications increase magnesium loss through urine. This doesn't mean you should stop any medication on your own, but it does mean you should have an informed conversation with your healthcare provider if restless legs are disrupting your sleep. Sometimes a simple adjustment or supplementation plan makes a huge difference. Diet plays a supporting role as well. Foods rich in magnesium, such as leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and legumes, are beneficial, but absorption decreases with age, which is why supplementation becomes more important. Iron-rich foods like lean meats, lentils, and spinach help. But iron supplements should only be taken if a deficiency is confirmed, because excess iron can be harmful. Vitamin B12 and folate are also crucial for nerve health, and deficiencies are common in older adults, especially those with digestive issues. Now, I want to address a common misconception that restless legs are purely psychological or all in your head. This belief causes a lot of unnecessary guilt and frustration. While stress and anxiety can worsen symptoms, the condition itself has a physiological basis. Your nervous system is sending incorrect signals, and those signals can be calmed with the right support. That's why the bedtime drink works so well. It speaks the language of your nervous system. Over time, as magnesium levels stabilize and sleep improves, the brain learns that it no longer needs to send those urgent movement signals at night. Consistency is key. Drinking this tonic every night for at least 2 weeks gives your body time to replenish stores and reset patterns. Some people notice improvement in sleep depth even before restless leg symptoms fully subside, which is a sign you're on the right track. If you wake up during the night with symptoms, gentle stretching, slow breathing, and a sip of water can help. But avoid turning on bright lights or checking your phone, as that stimulates the brain and makes it harder to return to sleep. Creating a calm bedtime environment supports everything we've talked about. Keep the bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Go to bed at the same time each night to regulate your internal clock. Exposure to natural light in the morning helps regulate melatonin production at night. These lifestyle factors may seem small, but they compound over time. I've seen countless individuals over 60 reclaim their nights simply by addressing magnesium deficiency and supporting their nervous system properly. They go from dreading bedtime to actually looking forward to it again. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a biological necessity, especially as we age. Poor sleep increases the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, mood disorders, and metabolic problems. Restless legs steal sleep quietly, night after night, until exhaustion becomes the norm. But it doesn't have to be that way. Tonight, you can take a step toward calmer legs and deeper rest with something as simple as a warm drink and a better understanding of your body. To bring this all together, restless legs after 60 are often driven by magnesium deficiency, disrupted nerve signaling, and reduced circulation. And a warm magnesium-based bedtime drink can help calm your nervous system and relax your muscles so you can sleep. Avoiding stimulants, supporting circulation during the day, and creating a calming bedtime routine amplify the results. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next. Because better sleep leads to better health, and you deserve both.